Some women think if they are not vomiting, it means their pregnancy is not strong. There's nothing like strong or weak pregnancy. Hi everybody. I tend to receive a lot of questions like, midwife, what is normal in pregnancy? Is this normal? Is that normal? I'm feeling this, is it normal? In this video, we'll be talking about some minor disorders in pregnancy. So as their name is, it's minor disorders. What makes them minor is that it's not life-threatening. It means that it won't kill you, okay? However, some of them get advanced, okay? It advances into something else that becomes life-threatening. Now, let's start with the first minor disorder I will be talking about today, and that is excessive saliva production, okay? It's very normal in pregnancy to start accumulating some saliva. It's not intentional, okay? It's hormonal changes that causes the saliva to be produced excessively, okay? Now, what do? You would have to get a container so that you can be spitting into it, okay? It's quite uncomfortable because it's you are kind of noticed that you are spitting, but if your container is well presentable and you put it in your bag always, so you just take it as though you are drinking water, but you just put it in, okay? And one of the things that happens again is that, you know, when you are spitting too much, it ends up making you feel like you are not well, but you'll be fine, okay? There's nothing we can do to stop that. Now, this leads us to the second one, which is nausea and vomiting. Nausea is just having the urge to vomit, okay? Now, it's not every woman that would have nausea and vomiting in pregnancy. The name is morning sickness because it happens mostly in the morning. However, some people's own extends to other parts of the day, okay? Some women think if they are not vomiting, it means their pregnancy is not strong. There's nothing like strong or weak pregnancy. This usually happens to people who have lost pregnancies before. Please be encouraged. There are some people that have never had morning sickness, okay, but still carried their pregnancy till the time they had to give birth, okay? Now, there are a lot of things that can cause morning sickness, okay? So maybe there's a perfume you don't like, there's something you don't want to smell, there's something you might have eaten that could let you have the urge of throwing up, and even at the end throwing up, okay? Now, there are things that you can do, although they are not specific that when you do this it will stop, but there are things that have helped people that I would want to share with you, and if you do, hopefully it should work for you too. Okay, so the first thing is that eat in bed, okay? Don't eat large quantity of food, so eat smaller quantity of, so maybe eat smaller foods than large food. So instead of eating like 3 huge meals like breakfast, lunch, dinner, you can eat 6 small meals. So you're eating maybe a little breakfast, but eat it a little and take another again. You are not eating a lot of things at the same time, okay? Drink water in bits, okay? Don't drink a lot of water at the same time. If it means adding a flavor to your water, which would help you to be able to drink it, why not? People call, they ask me, can I take Belaqua Active? I'm not advertising for them, but I like their water, okay? So if that is what you can drink, you can drink. If it's there, you can squeeze a little lime in your water. If that is what will give you the flavor you want, please just have that and drink, okay? Now, the other thing you can do is that please don't wake up immediately from bed. Be patient with yourself, okay? So be gentle, lie on your side before you wake up, okay? You can take things that have ginger, okay? A little ginger drink, it's not bad. It would help prevent the nausea, okay? And if it's ginger biscuits, something that will prevent that. You can take dry foods. Dried foods really helps with nausea. So try and let's all brush our teeth before sleeping, please. So in the morning when you wake up, you could take some dry food before you stand up from bed. When you've eaten something dry before waking up from bed, the tendencies of you vomiting in the morning reduces, okay? Another thing you can do is that you should have enough rest, okay? If you have enough rest, it makes you get better early, okay? When you are tired, it worsens the vomiting. So please don't take yourself through lots of stress. Have enough rest, okay? Another thing I would advise you to do is that avoid the smell that makes you have the urge to vomit. So if you realize that, oh, when I smell this thing, I end up vomiting, please, if it's a high scented perfume, anything that you feel makes you have the urge to vomit, please avoid it. So avoid the scent of anything that triggers your destined to vomit or makes you have the urge to vomit, okay? Avoid the smell of such things, and please just go to the hospital if it becomes excessive. Don't forget I talked about how that some of these minor disorders can become life-threatening. So the morning sickness can become excessive. And when it becomes excessive, no, okay, so what makes it excessive? That anything you eat, you bring all of them out, it has become excessive, okay? It makes you so ill. You cannot drink any water that goes in comes out, any food that goes in comes out. Please report at the hospital. We call something hyperemesis. So morning sickness can become severe to go into hyperemesis. Okay, so please report excessive vomiting. But if it is only the morning sickness, that is normal. Let's try the tips I've shared with you. But if it becomes excessive, please go to the hospital. Their vitamins would give you, things will do to you to improve on it, because whatsoever you are eating is what nourishes your baby. So if whatever you are eating is coming out, it means your baby is not getting any nutrients. So please report if the vomiting is excessive. Now, the third minor disorder I would want to talk to you today about is constipation. We've heard constipation over and over again in pregnancy is quite common. Okay, still because of hormonal changes. Now, what are some of the things you can do to prevent constipation? The first thing is please drink enough water. The second one is eat foods that are rich in fiber. Foods that have lots of fiber, like fruits, vegetables, okay? And please avoid foods that are non-nutritional, like clay. People crave for sand. All those cravings that are non-nutritional, please, they would make you constipated. Okay, so please avoid such foods. Drink enough water, as I said earlier. A little exercise would help prevent constipation. So please, these are the few things you can do. And if the constipation, you are straining yourself too much, you end up putting your anus through so much stress. Please don't do that to yourself. If it comes too severe, please go to the hospital. Okay, thank you so much. I trust you've learned some things from this video. In our next post, we'll be talking about another 3 minor disorder in pregnancies. Stay tuned. Share this video to everyone you know. It would be of great help too. And thank you for watching. Keep watching. I'm Midwife Adzo. Do enjoy the rest of the time. Bye bye.